Hello, my name is Danny and today we are starting a brand new Let's Play of Heartsmine 4 and I'm going to warn you about this right now. I am absolutely terrible at this game. I've played it a couple of times through just to tinker about with the systems and stuff and get to grips with it. I'm going to make a lot of mistakes and I'm probably going to be playing in a very boring region. Mostly because I'm still trying to learn the game myself. So bear that in mind as we head into the single player option. We're going to be starting from the 1st of January 1936. And we're going to be selecting a non-main country. Now we can select any country of course. But the country I want to play as is Argentina. They are an authoritarian regime. Which are actual democratic. So, the party ideology is communist. We might go full communist, I'm not sure yet, but we will be playing on Iron Man mode in historical AI focuses. So let's play. Now, as Argentina quite quickly. Right, let's have a good look at what we've got here. Our military isn't particularly great. We have 8 divisions. If we actually click on our guy here, right, so we have movement, attack, and defense in urban, and good at fortress, busting for open fortresses. So we'll make this guy our main leader for our thing right now. You won't be seeing much in the way of action for a while. Right, so we've got a bunch of stuff to take care of on top of here. The game is paused because we need to actually focus on this stuff first. Right, so here's the deal. We focus on industrial effort first, just so we can actually ramp up to do some inevitable conquering. Now, we have 3 military factories to deal with, but we also have 3 civilian factories, but we need to actually deal with our researchers. We can research 2 things at a time. So we're going to be researching in production efficiency cap and construction speed, because we're going to be building a lot of stuff here at the beginning. Alright, so next up, we've got all of this stuff. We don't need to build more planes right now, and we don't need to actually no, maybe we do. Actually, we should probably wait before actually producing some stuff like that, because we're actually going to be upgrading our troops, and that way we're not upgrading the same stuff twice. We can actually recruit some troops right now, but they're kind of terrible, so what we're going to do is wait. I'm going to exercise these guys just yet. Okay, we've got 3 military factories. Actually, what kind of military factories actually build? Okay, we can build some artillery. Towed artillery. We could also build some close air support and some transport planes. What I suggest we do is actually build some artillery, maybe. So we're at least using some of our resources to do stuff. Actually, yeah, we may as well actually open up a trade right now. We need steel. Okay, so we're going to trade with the Soviet Union since we're kind of going communist on this one. So, because we will need the steel for other stuff later on. This thing will moan at us because we don't have a template for stuff with artillery in it. No, so we click on this guy. We've got mostly mountaineers, but regular troops as well. Okay, we will exercise you guys actually. Okay, we got 3 civilian factories. Okay, so we do definitely want some military factories over here and over here. Over here. We want a few more civilian factories. For Argentina specifically, we need military factories more than we need civilian factories, really. So that's the reason why we're going quite heavy into the military factories first. We'll be getting more of those as well. Like, we'll actually be getting most of our military factories from research, actually. Okay, so without further ado, let's play. Oh, this thing's gonna moan at us for moan at us for this stuff, so what we'll do is these troops will be training up. Oh yeah, we can actually probably speed this up a little bit. We'll put this onto speed 4. Just to make sure that this thing is actually going by a bit quicker. So you notice we're actually researching stuff fairly quickly, but not overly quickly, so we need to make sure we actually get some more research slots at some point. How much experience do we need to edit this thing and actually put a support thing in there? 10. Alright. Because actually having artillery support for our troops would be pretty useful. Actually, it's also saying we should probably train some basic troops. So what we're going to do, actually, is actually take them up on that. And train up 3 basic troops in this region over here. They're going to be mountaineers. This actually does mean that we're going to be drawing a little bit from our manpower to do that. Also means that we've actually got a reason to be producing as many guns as we do. And you'll notice that these things here are going into our logistics over here. So we're actually slowly building up some towed artillery. And slow armament of our troops. Yeah, let's check the recruit and deploy a second. Okay, so these guys are actually cheaper. These guys, there's a lot more of these guys. Okay, that makes all sense. So we'll put the actual artillery with them. That will make sure that you're at least doing the business. Okay, so you'll notice that there's not really much shaking down in South America. We are protected by the United States of America from Europe. So Europe won't really be bothering us all that much. Nothing really major is going on yet. We've got a historical timeline decisions on, so yeah, like the countries won't be doing anything too crazy. Okay, so the remilitarization of the Rhineland. Germany has stationed troops in the Rhineland territory close to the French border. clear violation of Treaty of Versailles. The local population cheered the German soldiers on, while the diplomatic reactions from France and Britain have been so far been muted. It is no more than the Germans walking through their own backyard, political commentator in Britain observed. Worrying. Okay, so the industrial effort is been done. Excellent. Okay, so we definitely need armament effort. Because it's armament effort basically gives us a free military factory. And it only take us 70 days to build it, as opposed to how long they're taking us to build right now. But we will definitely be going down the military tree first and foremost. As a democratic republic, we need the world tension to get up to at least 60% before we can start fabricating claims on people, and 100% before we can actually declare war on them. We are on 2% right now because Germany's marching through their own land and stuff, and you know, being generally annoying. Okay, so these are doing stuff. As you can see here, we've now got 32 towed artillery. Yeah, these basic divisions and stuff are kind of ass, so these things aren't getting built up because we're still training up our army. And yes, it is worth it to train up our army early, just so we can actually slap down the some artillery on all of our guys over here. That, and also like eventually we do actually want to replace the actual weapons that we're using. So I think we could actually speed this up even faster actually. I'll keep my hand on the spacebar in case something does happen. But yeah, once basic machine tools and construction is done, we should actually have a... Oh, we got 3 military factories. Excellent. Okay, well, we'll start building this stuff more quickly then. Okay, arming effort is a go. Hey, guess what? We're gonna do the arming effort again. Right, so we do have some research I think we can change. Yes, alright, okay. Cool. Alright, so we can either have factory output or you do this one because it's only 90 days and also increases how much our factories are outputting, which is good, since we are actually going into that sort of stuff anyway. Let's see how the constructions are getting along. Yep, anyway, South America is the place to be if you want to learn how to play the game, because you're not getting jumped on by the whole of Europe here. Actually, that is a point. You do have political power now. So what we're going to do is change the army thing from volunteer only to limited conscription. This gives us a lot more manpower. So we're up to. Okay, construction is done. That can actually wait, I guess. What we'll do is we'll actually go on to weapons 1. Make sure our troops are nice and equipped. Make sure they have grenades and all that jazz. Alright. Yeah, I definitely think doing this on speed 5 is the way to do this. So, see how the production's going. Okay, Spanish Civil War started. The Civil War was erupted between Spain and several generals seeking to overthrow the current government in Madrid have issued a pronunciamiento. A large portion of the Spanish armed forces have answered their call to arms. This right-wing nationalist faction has occupied much of Spain, including overseas territories. Loyalist forces and volunteers have assembled under the left-wing Republican government, determined to resist the putsch to their last breath. The battle for Spain has begun. But what would this mean for Spain? Okay, so Spanish Civil War has happened. Actually, let's put this down to speed 4, so we're not going too crazy here. So if you see over here, Spain is now split into two. We don't have a dog in this fight yet, so aha, but we do have a national focus. Okay, so the games of the 11th Olympiad. The 11th Olympic Games were recently held in Berlin, Germany, attended by athletes from 49 different nations across the world, and the 1936 Summer Olympics are the first in history to have enjoyed limited live television coverage. The Games was a significant propaganda victory for the German regime, which spent lavishly on the event. German athletes saw the most success, winning 33 gold medals, while the Americans came second with their 24. 4 of these were won by Jesse Owens, the single most successful athlete of the Games, and was black. Alright, so we've got this coming in. Hey, how about some more, aha, so we're now on 14. Actually, we'll keep them training for just one more, star, so we can actually add some more stuff. Alright, so we are almost done here. You'll notice now that we have quite the stash of towed artillery. Alright, so we've got some more research we can be doing. You don't need synthetic oils yet, I don't think. Aha! Support equipment is a must. So we'll pick that up next. You notice this tech belongs back into 1918 and we don't even have it yet. Okay, so we're slowly starting to train up these mountaineers, which is fantastic. Alright, let's pause it and edit this thing. We can definitely have some support artillery. Save, which means now we're actually going to need to actually upgrade all of that. Let's check the logistics of that. Okay, so we're going to be minus 22, we've got 33, which is fantastic. Which means that, hey, we're not actually going to be suffering too badly for that. Okay, so let's go to recruit and deploy. Let's add some more mountaineers to the actual squad here. So we've got 4 sets of mountaineers as opposed to 3. This means this all stuff will drop down slightly, which is fine. This is a nice cheeky way of actually getting stuff in. Actually, you, my friend, can actually stop your training for the time being. Actually, you know what? We're actually going to... Actually, we'll change that in a sec. Because once we actually need the... We'll just speed this up a bit more because this is actually... Okay, so... Italy is taking Ethiopia. I was calling Europia there. That would have been a mistake of the maker. Okay, don't really need to fill this in any particular way. Yeah, especially if it's going to start slowing stuff down, so... We probably will need more steel coming in at some point. Hey, alright. Nice. So, right, so do we go with a communism focus? Okay, before we start messing with the politics, I think we should actually get our factories in working order here. Okay, we can modify the government. We're gonna do free trade. This only gives us nothing but positives, so... Okay, we need additional 2 steel, so what we're gonna do is just get it from, we're gonna get it from the Soviet Union. Alright, so... what we could do... Yeah, I think we need to actually get trucks up on the go here. Alright, so now we do need to change some stuff around. Yeah, we'll research machine tools, because this will actually help our production quite a bit. Actually, it's a good point. Let's actually look at the production here. We're going to need to produce a whole bunch of that stuff, so... Yes, yes, Payday, I'm aware. Hey, construction effort. Hey, guess what? More construction effort. That's a good point. Can we actually... Yeah, we can still expand our construction. We can have synthetic oil about the place. That'd be pretty useful. You could have more military stuff. Actually, you know what, I'll have one of each. I'm okay actually exporting oil or whatever, it's fine. Okay. Well, apparently we've got more of these things we could be using here. Yep. Alright, so we're going to be redoing these at about, I don't know, 30 a day. That sounds pretty good. looks like nothing is really going up on ahead here. Now, the actual start for Argentina is pretty slow, I'm not gonna lie. But, okay, let's pause it here a sec. We've got construction effort done. Hey, guess what? More construction stuff, because we actually want the additional research tab, so... Oh, we can modify the government yet again. Alright, so... what we'll do is we'll actually put... Okay, so we're basically going to start going more towards communism. Because you notice it's the largest faction here in Argentina, so... Okay, so that's the machine tools done. We're gonna improve our factory output even more. Oh, the Hindenburg incident. A disaster was narrowly averted today when a diesel fuel leak was discovered in a German passenger airship, the Hindenburg, as it came into dock at the Lake Coast Naval Air Station in the United States. The leak was promptly repaired. It has gone unnoticed. Flammable vapor could have resulted in a fire that would have engulfed the entire airship. Critics have long questioned the wisdom of passenger airships given the spotty safety records. The incident is bound to make them even more vocal. Close call. Okay, so... let's continue this. Okay, so we're actually almost at the additional research tab, which is fantastic. Research is almost done. Construction is looking fine and dandy. Because we haven't gone into vehicles like straight away, we've been able to build up our infrastructure quite well, so quite happy about this. We are building these things at 25% additional speed, so thanks to free trade. Alright, yeah, we can actually unpause it now, Danny, that would be good. Yay! Okay, so we now have motorized units. We are a bit far ahead of time for that. Okay, since we are actually going quite heavily into artillery, we will upgrade the artillery first, since it won't actually affect us too greatly. But again, this is just a build up to war, hence the reason why we're playing this on speed 5. We, as Argentina, don't really need to worry about much, so... Okay! Amelia Earhart disappears. The famous aviator Amelia Earhart, the first woman to complete a sail flight across the Atlantic, has disappeared along with her navigator, Fred Nguyen, near Howland Island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. The two were attempting to flight around the entire world in their twin-engined Lockheed Electra plane when it vanished. Search for the missing aviators is now being conducted by the US Navy and the Coast Guard, but there's little hope of finding them. A loss for aviation. Okay, that sucks. It sucks for America, at least. Okay, yeah, we don't need to boost this up anymore here. Okay, interesting times indeed. The Marco Polo incident. Okay, so the Japanese and Chinese forces skirmished inconclusively over the strategic Marco Polo bridge just just southwest of Beijing. China has rejected Japan's demand for an apology and territorial concessions, claiming instead that the breaking point of Japanese aggression has been reached. Diplomats fear the volatile situation could result in war at any time. Interesting times indeed. Okay, so yes, okay, we've got now a new focus, and that focus is the extra research slot. That's the thing that we want. The more research we can cram in, the better, basically. So you notice that this research is taking a while. So, we can improve our government yet again. Alright, so, none of that seems particularly useful. We're gonna start building up to army armored vehicles, so we actually want a reduction in that. I think that would be useful. I know we don't have any units in basic training right now, game. It's cool. Okay, Japan has declared war. Alright, let's actually recruit some... let's put these over here like that. Okay, so that should be fine. I'm going to train up another 3 more regiments of our finest infantry. Okay, so we've got the additional research slot, which is fantastic. Okay, now we need to go into the political game. Because we want to become communists as soon as possible. Alright, okay, so you'll notice here that we're still going into research of this thing. We could do with additional research, I suppose. Yeah, it's lowers our research time, so let's research it. Okay, so the artillery has been complete. That's nowhere near in time for completion. I'm gonna say we probably want an engineering company. Or do we actually? Hang on a sec. Actually, we probably want... Okay, so... yeah, we probably want improved military equipment first. Oh, that was actually such a waste of fucking time. Okay, actually, let's speed up construction just a little bit more. I think that will actually benefit everyone. You notice that world tension is building up. Let's actually start building some motorized units here. Okay, Soviet Union. Some... oh, we don't have any rubber. Who has rubber? Aha, Brazil. Nope. Okay, let's actually no. Let's go to the Netherlands. They will provide for us. So, okay, we're going to build a bunch of mechanized units, motorized units, so... Alright, so we're gonna basically put these guys over here like that. Okay, so we've trained up again, so the collective use and EPS, we want that. You can probably do with some more guns, I suspect. Actually, no. Maybe some more support stuff, because we don't actually have any of that yet. Okay, let's... Ooh. It's quite the expensive research. Okay, so... Alright, yeah, let's actually start doing researching engineering companies and stuff like that. Once this improved equipment stuff's done, we'll start researching tanks, I think. Okay, send us that please, if they wish. Okay, so sorry if I didn't read any of that, but I'm currently trying to focus on what I'm actually doing here. Okay, collective ethos. Okay, so on to communism, I guess. Okay, so what do we need? Alright, cool. Right, now we build tanks, because these guys are not going to have them. And actually having tanks would be super important for us. We're 2 years into the game. Okay, so soldiers desert the communist partisans. Capitalist nationalists would have you spill your blood for them on the front lines, turning brother against brother over disputes that do not concern the working man. Instead of taking up arms against workers who struggle abroad, raise them against their oppressors and overthrow the tyrants. The army, usually of bastion patriotism and loyalty, have proven not to be immune to communist propaganda spreading rapidly in Argentina. Soldiers are deserting, refusing to fight for their country, sometimes going as far as joining partisan movements and claiming they're preparing for a revolution. Perhaps merely fighting for a different Argentina. Class conflicts divide Argentina. The communist revolutionary movement, once as fringe popular amongst radical academics, the inferior troublemakers in practice, has seen increased support amongst the Argentinian working class. In fact, that even more people choose to identify themselves as with a class, that all implies that Marxist ideas are spreading. Okay, Marxist ideas are spreading beyond those who actively seek to overthrow the government. Concord Sandida members lamented this development, longing for a time when Argentina is what people identified as first and foremost. Their concerns are not unfounded, but it would argue that revolution is underway, occurring several levels of society, and it may be too late to stop it. Okay, the people call themselves whatever they want. Alright, sweet. Yeah, we'll go for improved artillery, since we are actually using it. Alright, so Marxist ideas took root in Argentina a long time ago, but they gained much more widespread support lately. The movement spread outside political theory and to political practice, with disgruntled workers and even some high-profile celebrities voicing support. The communists call these class consensus. Canzida call it the fast track to rights and treason, showing little faith in Agustin Pedro Justo being willing to implement the reforms they demand. The vocal monitoring has called for an immediate referendum and current government removed. While we might be able to reverse the momentum, its movement fails to do so will undoubtedly cause more popular Okay, so yeah, referendums is what we want. We actually do want to become communists, so alright, so alright, so let's continue being exceptionally communist. Alright, so we are now communists, comrade. Deploy. Alright, so Alright, so... Hey, we got the engineering company. Excellent. Alright, so... Seeing is still researching. We're probably going to need mechanics as well, so let's get these guys up and running. In fact, now might be a good time to actually... Right, here's one thing I really wish they'd change in this game. Like, how you actually go about... adding people into this thing here. Okay, so what we want you to do is exercise. Okay, political correctness is now a thing in our country, which is good. Indoctrination! Boom! Alright, okay. We're fully embracing the communist way and the communist regime. Okay, so the idea is we want to invade Uruguay and Paraguay first to build up a better nation for ourselves. Actually, let's pause it a sec and see how the research is doing. Okay, so the tanks are almost done. The artillery's almost done. Get you improve our government some more, that's good. Okay, army, we want it plus to attack. I think that's actually pretty good. Okay, so Great War tank, significant development. The fallen Nanjing. The capital of Republic of Nanjing has been occupied by forces from the Empire of Japan, despite fierce resistance from the walled city's Chinese defenders. Japanese troops managed to capture Zhongshan Gate and fought their way into the city. Sporadic gunfire can be heard throughout several fires are raging in different parts of the city. Most surviving Chinese forces have been either withdrawn or been captured, along with the capture of Shanghai and a significant victory for Japan in their war against China. A significant development. Okay, so alright, so let's see what we're up to now. We want to research light tanks, because we want to build a army mostly of medium tanks. Okay, so okay, so got a bunch of stuff here. France and Britain's announced alliance, calling upon the bombs forged during the Great War. France has requested a formal alliance with Britain, citing unspecified threats against the stability of Europe. Today, their request was approved by British Parliament and France has joined the Allies. They're preparing for the worst. Okay, so the Munich Agreement. Germany demands for the Sudan territory of Czechoslovakia, which... Oh god, hang on a sec, I really do need to pause this. Okay. German demands for the Sudan territory of Czechoslovakia, which is home to the considerable German minority, has intensified. Its summit held in Munich, Germany, Britain, France and Italy sought to find a diplomatic solution to the so-called Sudan crisis. Czechoslovakia was not invited to attend. An agreement was reached in which Germany annexes the Sudan land but will not pursue any further territorial gains in Europe. Mr. Chamberlain spoke of a crowd in London. For the second time, a Prime Minister has returned from Germany bringing peace with honour. At least peace for our time. New war is he yet then? Okay, so... Oh, actually we've got, Alright, so... Right, so we're gonna finally polish off this communist tree, and then after that we'll actually start really laying into some of the Aha, improved artillery, excellent. Okay, so let's go to production. Let you change this from level 1 to level 2. This will actually need a lot of changing. Actually, that is a good point. Now we can actually start researching some weapons. Yeah, I'm going to say that we actually want infantry equipment number 2. Because having stuff like submachine guns is actually pretty useful. Okay, so we don't want to build any tanks yet. Oh, actually, that's the point. We can actually change some stuff in our political thing. Okay, where is the guy that gives us division attrition minus 8%? Excellent. This will actually help us with our actual training. So these guys don't get so much attrition. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, excellent. Okay, so what's the final thing here? Alright, so we're going to create the do the final thing over here just to make sure that we've actually got all the stuff. Alright, actually, you may as well research support weapons. That will actually be super useful for our cause. After this, we do need to start going into military stuff, more specifically, actually ground game shit. Okay, let's actually start producing some closer support. Okay, so all of our artillery's been filled, that's fantastic. We got the light tank, brilliant. Light tank level 2. We're not gonna bother with shitty tanks, we're gonna go straight to medium tanks. Okay, the German Reich claims Memel. The German forces on the border have poised to attack Lithuania has given the German ultimatum to abandon surrender of the old Prussian territory of Memel. It was passed to Lithuania in the Treaty of Versailles, but now has reintegrated into the region of Ostpreußen. We have yet to reach the extent of German territory ambitions in Europe. Exits are doubtful. Alright. So it looks like Germany's on the march again. Okay, we can unpause this now. Hey, alright, okay. Let's actually start researching some military stuff, I think. Okay, Nationalist Spain took 7 states, Republican Spain was annexed. Yikes. Okay, so the end of the Spanish Civil War, the surrender of the last Republican strongholds, the Spanish Civil War comes to an end. Nationalists stand victorious and Europe has begun for Spain. The war-torn country has suffered greatly fighting and there is much rebuilding to be done. An interesting development. Okay, that's bad for us because we're not fascists. Put bluntly. Okay, we could actually edit our thing a little bit more. Yeah, we can industrial stuff a bit more, I think. Also going to research that because it protects us from ideology drift. We want to stay as a communist nation now. Here's a point. Can we actually just declare war on these guys now? We can! Interesting. I knew there was a fucking reason for doing this. Okay. These guys aren't going to be even ready for this shit. Okay, so... war goal, conquer, you, send. Alright. Don't have tanks yet, but we do have very, very powerful troops, so... Yeah, I think going communist is definitely going to speed up this Let's Play a lot, so... Okay, the fate of Czechoslovakia. German troops across the Bohemia and Moravia, ostensibly to restore order to regions awake a collapsing Czechoslovakian government. Prague, the occupying forces announced the creation of an autonomous protectorate within the German Reich. German support Slovakia has declared independence under the leadership of Joseph Tizer. The nation of Czechoslovakia is no more. So much peace. Okay, so let's... Zog submits to Italy. The ultimatum is delivered to the Albanian government by Italian diplomats demanding that they submit to complete military occupation. King Zog has abdicated after realizing the futility of resistance, and Bali will now be ruled by the personal union under King Victor Emmanuel III. Italy looks to the Balkans, another victim of miscellaneous ambitions. Okay. Nice, nice. Okay, so... Alright, so we got some close air support. Okay, so we got some more close air support coming in. Hey, okay, so we've got a bunch of stuff here. I think this is actually the thing we want to go for next. Alright, so, yeah, definitely some of that. How long's the actual tank's got? 46 days. Okay, we want to overpower these guys with superior firepower. That's all we're up to. That's what we're about. Okay, let's actually get it back into normal view. Okay, finally Justin questions Paraguayan sovereignty. Who determines the borders of the nation and how they determine what way people are found to pass to justify where revolutionary Argentina ends and Paraguay begins? We live in a new era. The strategic importance of this border cannot be overstated. We're well within our rights to shift it to ensure continued security of our people. Okay, so basically, that means we're getting a bit closer to justifying our needs. Finally, just get angered by Uruguayan posturing. Okay, so yeah, it's basically, hey, we're being dicks, basically. That's how this is going. Ooh, hello. Okay, so we got more. Italy joined the Axis. Okay, so France bans communism. Abdul Dadilia cabinet has decreed that the dissolution of the Parti Communiste Français ever since the Soviet Russia signed the non-aggression pact with Nazi Germany, there have been talks of prescribing communism in France. The decree was instead following the agreement between the two nations of the partition of Poland. Eduard Dadila took the opportunity to support the ban rose, and the leftist papers started advocating for the abolition of the Parti Communiste Français. The Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. Okay, so diplomats in Germany and Soviet unions concluded what observed to be described a historic agreement today within the signing of the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, named after the German Foreign Minister Joachim von Ribbentrop and his Soviet counterpart. Oh jeez, Mr. Molotov. This non-aggression pact stipulates that neither side will ally itself nor aid the enemy of the other. Diplomats warn that treaty effectively gives Germany a free hand to wage war in Europe without having to fear Soviet intervention. This can't be good! Oh, I mean, it doesn't bother us, really. Okay, so we're actually gonna, yeah, actually, you know what, let's do armor effort as well, because, I think that will actually be more useful to us. Okay, so we got some medium tanks to be researching here. Inventory equipment, interesting. Alright, let's get on to that. Okay, we need 2 still. Hey Soviets, would you care to aid a brother here? Alright. So how's this research going? Okay, so next up. Actually, yeah, this organization one will be pretty useful, so we're gonna take it. Paraguayan communism failing. Comrades, throughout the greatest revolutions once have been called traitors, now it's become plain to see the revolution itself has been betrayed. How else could you explain the rule of PRF in Paraguay, who have cast aside their very hint of Marx's idea to build a degenerated worker state, and then they claim to reign under false premises? Strengthened of their own power at the price of international revolution, this has shown that they care little about the ideas and claim to hold. We must bring forth true revolution to them. Okay, so looks like Paraguay is attracting more ire from our state, which isn't all that surprising when you think about it. Okay, yep. So more fluff. Hey, support weapons. Interesting. Alright, so I'm always tempted to build this because it would be so quick. Actually, field hospitals would be pretty useful, so let's go with some of those. I don't think we really need to worry about air support right now, so armor effort, interesting. Ooh. Okay, so we're almost getting ready for war here. Equipment thing should be the next thing we should research, because we probably do want to be researching assault rifles at some point. Okay, one of these medium tanks going to be done in 70 days. I doubt we'll be ready in time, to be honest, but it's fine. Okay, so, aha! So, right, before we declare war on these guys, we actually do need to... Right, first of all, stop. Okay, yep. Alright, so what we need to do now is... So I need to that. Okay, so let's start the front line. Okay, so I like this game quite a bit. But this new offensive line bullshit, I don't necessarily trust because the reason being it's like it's relying on the AI to do stuff for me, and I don't like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay, so it's gonna take a while for these guys to prepare. You can probably actually get it off speed speed 5 now, because we're actually gearing up towards war here. Once we're ready, we're ready. Okay, how are we thinking about this thing? Poland did not stand a chance, so the fall of Warsaw. The German forces advancing through Poland, succeeding in catching Warsaw. The sporadic fighting continues through Prague and a few other districts, but the organised resistance of the city has seemed to have ceased. Polish government reportedly evacuated the city's first German units entered Warsaw suburbs. Their present location is unknown. Fighting against the German invaders continues in all parts of the country, with the loss of the capital is a serious place of Polish war effort. Okay, so shit's about to kick off. Once our guys finish, like, faffing around, we should, certain times. Okay, so... Okay, we're good to go. Wait, which of these units is still preparing? I don't understand. Like, this is the bit I fucking hate about this game. Division still preparing. Preparing for what? Like, you're all in position. Why would this matter? And I have no actual thing of when this is actually going to go, so let's just declare. Okay, go. We should be a fairly straightforward victory. Okay, so I want you guys to form close air support and do that. Right, so should be a relatively simple win for us. Okay, we don't really need to know about that right now. We have such a superior force, it's not even funny. USR occupies Eastern Poland. Soviet troops have occupied Eastern Poland officially for the purpose of protecting Belarusian and Ukrainian minorities from the chaos that's followed the collapse of the Polish government. German forces have withdrawn from these areas in good order, resulting in Poland's effective partitioning between two powers. A likely story. Okay, so we are just encircling these guys and destroying them, so that's good. Okay, our justification against Paraguay is complete, which is good. Okay, we're missing fighters, so that's fine. Alright, so that's been done. Good. We're not in a faction yet, so we can't really do that. None of this stuff really interests me. Let's do aviation effort because, like, I actually want to improve our bombers. It's basically what I'm saying to you. What is? Oh, okay. Okay, Uruguay is now ours. We can go to the construction tab. And you'll notice that we have a lot more stuff that we can build. We'll repair Uruguay's infrastructure first, I think. I think that's only fair. Alright, so, good job on that. Now we must focus on our next task at hand. It's invading... no. Invading Uruguay. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Alright, so... Okay, so that should actually be a pretty effective plan, I think. There seemed to be a large river crossing and all that, but it'll be fine. Alright, so we've got some research we could be doing here. Tier 2 tanks, yes please! Alright. You see when you're ready, mate. This plan's been calculated as risky. Okay, so let's... clear war. Right, and let's activate the plan. Hopefully I haven't fucked this up in some way. You never know. Oh, Netherlands joins the Allies. Interesting. Okay, in diplomats in Britain. Berlin, sorry, I should say. Seems that the majority of their forces are over here. Aha, so these guys are getting trounced, that's fantastic. Wow, just having this slightly superior stuff to them is really helping. Looks like we're applying enough pressure on all of their sides for it to actually become a big deal for them. They're starting to lose a lot of troops. And once that happens, we push through and just absolutely shrek these guys. I think the actual improved artillery really is helping us. Okay, so we do actually have anything. Let's go with the, no, let's actually go with the bombers. Okay, so we actually do have another set of planes that we can send out. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, these guys are well and truly boned. Okay, excellent. The field hospital is ready. No, I don't think that actually is wise. I think we should use it on this thing here. Get it a bit before time. Treat ourselves. Okay, so they're contained over this way, that's good. Which means we'll soon have these guys encircled. Apologies if this isn't the most riveting stuff in the world, but you have to understand that naval bombers. Yeah, we definitely want tactical bombers. I think these are the funnest. Alright, so we did it. These guys are now kind of regretting not being communist, which is fantastic. Okay, we're low on fighters apparently. So let's change that to fighters. Oh man, our fighters are bad. They're bad. Look at them. Okay, let's let's fill this fighter need. Ooh, actually, hang on a sec. We need a lot of stuff over here. Yeah, this thing's been filled, so yeah, you know what? Let's get rid of that for now. Let's just focus on actually dumping more stuff into infantry equipment because it's necessary. We do have 3 military factories, so that's fine. We are starting to push them out of capital. Once we do that, we win. So these guys are not particularly happy about all of our guys being in there. As you see here, we've got way more firepower than they do. Nice. Okay, so turn. Done. Alright, so Paraguay is now ours, and we're going to end the video here. Thanks very much for joining us, guys, and I'll see you guys soon for a more exciting episode